Yo, what's good everyone? Today I'm going to be breaking down some of my favorite NHL DFS plays for this Tuesday, February 13th slate. We got ourselves 11 games here tonight where I'm going to go through a couple of my favorite line stacks, some of my favorite individual plays, and as always we'll wrap up the video with 3 low-priced options or sub 4K forward plays. With that being said, let's dive right into this. And we're going to kick things off here like we always do, highlighting the 11 games on this slate tonight, showing you the money lines and over-unders. First set of games here, we got the Avalanche at Capitals, Blues at Maple Leafs, Lightning at Bruins, Kings at Sabres, and the Anaheim Ducks taking on the Montreal Canadiens. Next set of games here, we got the Blue Jackets at Senators, Kraken at Islanders, Hurricanes at Stars, Devils at Predators, Canucks at Blackhawks, and the Detroit Red Wings taking on the Edmonton Oilers. And then here's a schedule update for this week. Only video I'm going to have out is actually for today. I will be breaking down the Thursday slate as well for those 12 games, but that's going to be done in my Discord. I'm going to be traveling here this Thursday through Sunday, so I'm not going to have my camera equipment with me. But if you want to join my Discord, it is completely free to do that. There's a link to do so in the description below on this video. If you can't find that link, just leave me a comment, and I'm happy to send you an invite there. Alright, with all that said, let's dive into a couple of line stacks that I like here for tonight. Starting with that first line for the Ottawa Senators, we got Norris centering Tkachuk and Batherson. Great spot at home here tonight against the Columbus Blue Jackets, and for what it's worth, this line in particular has been much better at home compared to on the road this year, so I do like this spot for them. We're going to see Norris and Tkachuk play up on the Sens' #1 power play. Batherson plays down on their second, but again, this is a great spot for them against a Columbus team who gives up 3.67 goals per game, the second most in the NHL, while having the league's 7th worst penalty kill, hitting at a 76.5% rate. And then another line stack that I like here tonight is that first line for the Montreal Canadiens. We got Suzuki centering Caulfield and Slavkovsky. Pretty affordable line stack here, but this line has really found its groove as of late, putting up 16 goals, 18 assists, 34 points in their last 10 games. Plus, there's strong correlation here with all 3 of these guys playing up on the Habs' #1 power play, and a great spot at home here against an Anaheim team that leads the league in minor penalties per game at 4.45, while allowing 3.43 goals per game. That's the 7th most in the NHL. Now, folks, before we dive into some of my favorite individual plays here, if you could like this video and subscribe to the channel, I would greatly appreciate that. I'm going to have hockey content coming out for you guys throughout the remainder of the season. Alright, now diving into some of my favorite individual plays here, we're going to kick it off with the forwards. First guy that I got is Connor McDavid, priced at $9,400 tonight in a matchup at home against the Detroit Red Wings. Now, this slate has a bunch of elite forwards. McKinnon, Matthews, Pasternak, Kucherov are all on this slate, but McDavid just happens to be the cheapest of all those guys, and I'll take advantage of that. He's got 5 goals, 10 assists, 15 points, and 43 shots on net here in his last 10 games, averaging close to 20 Draftkings points per game, while playing up on their first line and #1 power play. Now, typically I don't highlight 2 more expensive guys in the individual plays, but there's a lot of value in the 4 to 5K range for forwards tonight, so I wanted to highlight Philip Forsberg here, the Nashville Predators, priced at $7,800 tonight in a matchup at home against the Devils. This guy loves to shoot the puck, averages 4.1 shots on net per game. He's also second in the NHL in shot attempts this year, so the chances have definitely been there for him. He's been ripping the puck all year long. He's got 25 goals, 28 assists, 53 points in 52 games, while playing up on the first line in #1 power play. And this Devils team allows 3.47 goals per game, the 6th most in the NHL, and they are playing on back-to-back nights. Now, I'm having to lean back here because the sun is hitting me right in the dome piece right now, but let's get into some of the value here at the forward position, and I like Tyler Toffoli tonight of the Devils. Other side of that game between them and the Preds, priced at $5,200 here tonight. Played very well as of late with 5 goals and 29 shots on net in his last 6 games, averaging 18.1 Draftkings points per game, playing on that second line and up on their #1 power play. Plus, I love that Jack Hughes is back centering him on that second line. If he keeps up this current pace like he's played in his last 6 games, it's not going to be long before he's back in that 6K range on DraftKings. Another forward that's offering some nice value here tonight is Kyle Palmieri of the New York Islanders, priced at $4,800 in a matchup at home against the Kraken. He's arguably played his best hockey of the year as of late, putting up 4 goals, 4 assists, 8 points, and 45 shots on net in his last 9 games, while playing on their second line and up on their number 1 power play. And for what it's worth, this Islanders team is catching a Kraken team playing on back-to-back nights while on the road. And then another 4K forward play that I like here tonight is Adam Henrique of the Anaheim Ducks, priced at $4,600 in a matchup on the road against Montreal. There's a lot of value at the forward position, as I mentioned tonight, and Henrique is no exception to that. He's got 5 goals, 8 assists, 13 points here in his last 10 games, averaging close to 14 Draftkings points per game, while playing up on their first line and number 2 power play. This Montreal team is not good in their own zone, allowing 3.52 goals per game, the 4th most in the NHL, and they have the league's 3rd worst penalty kill, hitting at just a 74% rate. Now, moving on to the defensemen here, and I'm definitely not afraid to spend up for defensemen tonight, considering the value at the forward position. One guy that I would be willing to spend up for is Noah Dobson of the New York Islanders, priced at $7,200, again at home here tonight against Seattle. A very well-rounded defenseman who logs around 25 minutes a game, playing up on the Islanders' number 1 power play, and logging big minutes on the penalty kill. He's got 7 goals, 47 assists, 54 points here in 52 games this season, and he also averages 2.3 shots on net per game and close to 2.5 block shots per game. Like I said, a very well-rounded defenseman. Another guy that I'd be willing to spend up for here tonight, really stack up with that first line that I highlighted from Montreal earlier, is Mike Matheson of the Canadiens, priced at $6,500 tonight. Another very well-rounded defenseman who logs around 26 minutes a game, playing up on the Habs' number 1 power play and their penalty kill. He's got 7 goals, 32 assists, 39 points in 52 games, while averaging over 2.5 shots on net per game and close to 2 block shots per game. Now, there isn't an abundance of value at the defensive position tonight, in my opinion, but there are a few guys who are sticking out to me, and one of those guys is Jake McCabe of the Toronto Maple Leafs, priced at $3,600 tonight in a matchup at home against St. Louis. With Morgan Riley suspended, McCabe is currently slotting up on the Maple Leafs' number 1 power play. He also plays on their penalty kill. He's got 4 goals, 13 assists, 17 points in 44 games this year, logging around 21 minutes a game, and I think that could go up with Riley out of the lineup. He's also someone who averages 1.7 block shots per game, certainly capable of getting you 3 in a game and getting you that 3-point DraftKings bonus. And then another value defenseman that I like here tonight is Tyson Barrie of the Nashville Predators, priced at $3,100 tonight, again at home here against the Devils. Really, this is just an opportunity play. He currently plays 5-on-5 with Roman Josi, one of the best defensemen in the NHL, and he's also playing up on the Preds' number 1 power play. He has 1 goal, 11 assists, 12 points in 33 games this year, logging around 17 minutes a game. And then I got a couple of goaltenders here for you, and I'm really having to lean back right now with this sun hit me in the face. One thing I wanted to mention here at the goalie position, look, we got 11 games tonight, 22 different goaltenders to choose from, but I can't say I'm in love with the goalie position, but we all have the same goalies to choose from here, and one guy that I certainly don't mind is Ilya Sorokin of the Islanders, priced at $8,000 tonight, again at home here against the Kraken. He has been much better at home this year with an 11-4-3 record, save percentage of .916, goals allowed average of 2.87, averaging 16.5 DraftKings points per game, compared to on the road where you can see the numbers there. And the Islanders are home favorites tonight, sitting on a money line of -155. Plus, as I mentioned earlier, the Kraken are playing on back-to-back nights and on the road. And then if I'm really looking to save some money tonight at the goalie position, Akira Schmid stuck out to me for the New Jersey Devils, priced at $6,500 tonight, and it's rare we get to roster a goaltender who's this cheap, and I will take advantage of that. He was, however, just recalled from the AHL, so it's worth noting that, and the Devils are playing on back-to-back nights. He's just 5-7-1 on the season this year in the NHL, with a save percentage of .893, goals allowed average of 3.26, averaging close to 10 DraftKings points per game. There's a reason he's this cheap, but again, I will take advantage of a goaltender priced in the mid-6K range. And as always, going to wrap up this video here with 3 pretty low priced options or sub 4K forward plays. I mentioned earlier there's a lot of value in the 4 to 5K range tonight at the forward position. Not as much in the 2 to 3K range, but again, always going to have three guys for you. First is Dmitry Voronikov of the Columbus Blue Jackets, currently playing on their second line and number 2 power play. He's got 5 goals and 25 shots on net here in his last 8 games and has shown some really nice upside as of late. The next guy I got here then is Ridley Greige of the Ottawa Senators, whose name has been pretty popular here as of late with the whole Morgan Rielly situation, but I love the opportunity he's getting right now on that third line with Pinto and Tarasenko, who have been pretty good as of late, really ever since Pinto returned. Now, Greige will sneak on the number 2 power play every now and then, but it's not a solidified spot for him either. And then the last guy that I got here is Tommy Novak of the Nashville Predators, plays on their second line and number 2 power play, and he's currently riding a 3-game point streak right now, where he's got 1 goal, 3 assists, hitting 8, 15.5, and 16.5 Draftkings points. Really kind of crushing value here as of late, considering his price. Alright everyone, that is going to wrap up this video here for today. As always, thank y'all for taking the time out of your day to watch the content here on this channel. If you could like this video and subscribe to the channel, I would greatly appreciate that. Let's have ourselves a great day here, folks. Let's win some money on this 11-game slate. And in the meantime, I'm out of here.